Alright, so that was Slow Train by Chris Buck, or at least the solos by him anyway. So I can't remember the name of the band. I'll link the video down below so you should be able to see it there. So there's a point I want to make in this video where I think it's very hard to write melody lines that kind of feel like they're almost sort of speaking a language to you. And I think that's the genius of this solo, where every melody or riff that he plays, it kind of feels like he's making an overall point. There's a narrative to the solo from start to beginning. It's like every riff he plays, it feels like it's building on each other and it's just making an overarching point. So just quickly, I'll talk about the chord progression, because even though there's only 3 chords in it, I think there's a lot to explore in it. So it's just C major, which is a very happy, hopeful kind of sound. A minor 7, which obviously a bit more dark, and then E minor 7, which has a bit more of a neutral sort of sound to it, and it kind of, when you hear it, you're kind of unsure of what's going to come next, sort of. And I think that's just the quality of the 3 chord in a major key. I think it just has that neutral sort of sound. So there's a lot of different emotions you can explore just within that. So, and then it leads back into the beginning again, which is more happy and hopeful. So there's an idea in songwriting where melodies kind of are either making statements or they're asking questions. So this being like a stereotypical question, and then that being an obvious answer to that. So just humouring this idea for a second, everything is either a question or a statement. Chris Buck just sort of makes a lot of statements. So apart from the first riff where he goes, that's an obvious question. Answer. Answer. Hint of a question. Answer. So just like there's hints of questions here and there, but mainly it's just making bold statement after another. It just feels like it's making an emphatic point after another, where it's just like, yeah, I'm telling you the way it is and you better listen up, essentially. So I kind of think it's an interesting, cool little take on, especially like in the blues genre, where you kind of want a bit of that personality and the punch in it. So like, we're like, I don't know what's happening, but it resolves it quickly again. And he does like that a lot, where every now and then he will have a hint of a question, and you're not sure sort of like how it's going to resolve, but then it goes, and then it just continues on, and it just continues making more and more bold points after that. And he uses a lot of repetition as well, which is kind of a device you can use to sort of help give your solo a bit more of a narrative. So you hear something that sounded similar to what was played earlier, and you think, oh yeah, I remember that. And then it goes in a different direction to what it did before, and it thinks, oh okay, things are sort of progressing. And yeah, just like, yeah, it gives a bit of structure to the solo. Yeah, I pretty much said everything I wanted to say in this video. I know I sort of repeated myself a fair bit, but I just kind of wanted to put across the idea that writing melody lines in a way that kind of make it feel like he's telling you something, there's an art to it, and that's the main idea I wanted to communicate in this video.